Actors, it's Wendy Alane Wright, the Hollywood talent manager in sunny California. And I got a question from one of our viewers, Kiara Renell, here in our YouTube family. Kiara Renell, her question is, hi, please do a video on how to break into the industry with little income and how to stay focused. What a great question. Kiara, thank you so much for sending me that question. I'm going to give you that answer. Everybody watching, I'm going to give you that answer in a couple different ways, okay? One, I'm going to tell you about things you can do for free while you're breaking into the industry, just to get yourself started when you don't have much income. Then I'm going to tell you how to make more income so that you can start to afford the things that you want to do in this business. Because at some point you're going to have to make more money so you can do more things. And then I'm going to tell you how to stay focused, okay? So, one, what are free things? Free things that you can do when you are just brand new and you're just starting out in the business and you don't have any money for classes even. Sometimes you go to a school, like an acting teacher or an acting school, and you say, look, is there something I can do in exchange for free classes? Like, could I clean up around here? Could I come in here and mop, sweep, vacuum? Can I do some paperwork for you in the office? What can I do in exchange for being trained? And you can so that really is one thing you can do, but step out of your comfort zone and go do that, right? Then another thing is you can start reading books. The library is free. 100% free. And you can go and start reading books about acting. Read a book called The Power of the Actor. Fine on Acting by Howard Fine. Anything by Ivana Chubbuck, Stella Adler, Stanislavski, and start learning about the techniques of acting. There's a book, this book right here, Act Alive. This is a fantastic book. I mean, even if it only costs 10 or 15 bucks, it's worth it. Start getting some books and read. This is such an amazing book by Andy Matheny. I mean, she wrote this book. It teaches actors so much about how to get deep into your memory and become believable and how to rehearse. And oh my God, I'm in love with this book. And here's another book, From Start to Stardom by Lisa London. She's a casting director and a teacher and like an amazing writer. And this book, this is their second edition of this book. I read this book years ago. I'm talking years ago before I was a manager, an agent. I mean, when I was just like a singer. And I was an assistant in an agency. And I just wanted to learn everything I could learn about the business. And I read this book. And now this is released again 20 years later. And I am being asked to give my quote about the book. Isn't that amazing? Like how far you can come if you just keep doing what you love. Like now I'm quoted in the book. Where's my name? Here I am, Wendy Alane Wright. What? She was my idol and now she's asking me for a quote for her book. And same with Andy. Andy sent me this book and said, Wendy, would you give me a quote? I said, well, if I like it, I will. If I think it's fantastic, I'll say something about it. I read this book and I was literally blown away. Blown away. And I'm not getting paid to tell you any of this. I should set up affiliate links so that I make money out telling you to do it, but I haven't done that. So if you go buy these, you know, I'm not being paid for that right now. So, but she asked me, and this was my quote. This book is extraordinary. It really is. It's funny. It's comprehensive, and it will catapult your ability as an actor. Get this book. So those are like really low price things you can do or free. If you go to the library and find these books, you can just learn for free. YouTube videos, there are so many of them. Watch YouTube videos on acting techniques and practice doing scenes. Practice reading books with techniques. There's a book called Building a Character by Stanislavski. Get it at the library and read what it says and start practicing some of those techniques on your scripts. You can download sides, which is the piece of the script that you work on. It's like 1 or 2 pages. And you can download those for free online. Start practicing every day. SceneBot, I believe, is free. It is an online app which has scripts from TV shows, and it has a reader already, like recording the other parts, so you can just practice to those things, and they're free. Get together with a group of other actors and find a play at the library, it's free, and put it on. Put on that play at your church, at a social gathering, a festival, a party, anything in your backyard, at the community center. Put it on for free and act. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing you do has to be perfect, especially as a beginner. Nothing will ever be perfect when you're a beginner. So don't worry about making mistakes. Don't worry about looking foolish. Don't worry about anything like that. Like, just get in there and learn. I promise you'll make a million mistakes. Just accept it. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to do stupid things, but we all do in everything we do when we're learning something new. What other free things you know what? I have this list. 155 things you can do for your acting career. 155 things you can do. Oh yeah, this makes good sense. Get in shape. Yoga. Start doing yoga, running, biking, swimming, anything that will help you get in shape, but also develop a skill. When you are working to get into commercials, commercial agents want you to have skills. Juggling, singing, whistling, riding a bike, karate, any of these kind of things. You can learn to dance from YouTube, karate from YouTube, how to sing from YouTube. There's like literally nothing you can't learn from YouTube. I love you, YouTube. Thanks for my plaque. Thanks for my 100,000 subscribers. We actually are at 110 now, 110,000 of you beautiful people. I love you, my family here at YouTube. I love you. Anyway, but YouTube is everything. I use it for everything I want to learn, and you should too. You can join acting groups for free on Facebook. And you can meet with actors and read plays, write plays, just get together and watch movies and talk about the performances. Start to learn what good actors do. Watch television. Watch what good actors do. Take notes. Why did that actor capture your interest? How did they speak? How did they move? What did they say? Another free thing you can do is go to the park and sit on a bench and watch people, or go to the mall and watch people. Watch them talking to each other. How do they stand? How close do they stand? What is their body doing while they're talking? What is their body language when are they being intimate and close? Are they being angry? Does their body seem defensive? Look at their expressions and watch how people walk and talk. That's going to teach you a lot when you're building a character. And then also practice. Get online, practice a British dialogue, like a British accent. Practice, 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 practice. Then go out in the world and use it. Spend the whole day speaking with a British accent or a Southern accent, or all week with an Australian accent, and learn an accent. What else can you do? Learn a language. If you look Hispanic, learn Spanish. If you look Asian, learn Chinese or Japanese or Thai or your own native language. If you're Korean, learn Korean. Learn what you look like. Whatever you look like, learn that language, right? What else could you be doing? Make a web series with your friends. This is a camera. If you have an iPhone, you can shoot. Steven Spielberg said this. If you have one of these, you can shoot an entire feature film on it. Yeah. You can also shoot web series. You could do a 48-hour film contest with your friends. You can join 48-hour film festivals. There is so much you can do with no money. I can't even begin to tell you. All right. If you sing, create a free YouTube channel and start uploading videos of you singing. Let me see what else you can do. Yeah, create content on TikTok, on Instagram stories, Instagram reels, TikTok. Let's see. Oh, go do stand-up at a comedy night, at an open mic night. That's free. Go do stand-up. Volunteer at a film festival. Volunteer at a film festival so you can see filmmakers, get to meet filmmakers and writers and producers and watch films and get into the community of filmmakers right where you live. And it's absolutely free to volunteer for film festivals. Yeah, there was something else I was going to say. It just slipped my mind, but I'll come up with it. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Volunteer on people's films. Volunteer to be a production assistant on people's films so that you can learn how does it work to be on a set. What kind of things are done to make a movie or to make a commercial or to make a short film, volunteer to be a production assistant. You can find all kinds of production assistant jobs on Facebook, on Craigslist. There's plenty to go around. Listen to podcasts for free from actors who are teaching about their acting careers, from casting directors, from all kinds of people. There's a great podcast that I've been on called Audrey Helps Actors. It is an extraordinary podcast. She interviews tons and tons of people in the business, and I love talking to her. I love the time we spent in our interview, and I've learned so much from her podcast, and you will too, and it's free. It's a free podcast. Let's see, what else could you do for free? Well, I think I've given you a lot of free stuff. Now, the other part of that question is you can't go forever without making money. Actors, hear me when I say this, it's very important. You do not have to be a broke, starving artist. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There are a million ways to make money in this world. It's everywhere, money. Go get yours. It's everywhere. And now with online reach all over the world, you can make money online. And with so many online businesses, go to the library for free and get one of the books, 1,000 Ways to Have a Home Business, an Online Business, and research. Look into Google, type in home online business ideas, and read through it and see what you could do. Everybody's an expert at something. Something you've done in your life over and over and over that you're really, really good at. It could be brushing your teeth. It could be making a frittata. It could be riding a bike or roller skating or doing makeup or your hair. It doesn't matter what it is. There's something you do that other people want to learn. And you can monetize that. And you can make money teaching people your expertise. Because there's 7 billion people in this world. And there are always people that everyone's learning. They always want to learn something else, want to learn something new. So sit down and write down the things you're really, really good at. For example, I am really good at building a YouTube channel with quality content, and we have over 110,000 subscribers from scratch. So someone that comes with 100 subscribers and wants to know how to get to 100,000, I'm an expert. I can teach you that. If I want to learn how to get to 10 million, I got to go talk to someone who's got 10 million and ask them what they did, right? So there's always people that will teach you what they know. And you always know more than somebody else who's behind you in that knowledge, right? I am an expert at building Facebook groups. I have built a Facebook group with 104, I think it's almost 104,000 people. It is the most powerful entertainment Facebook group in the world. It's called Talent Managers for Actors. I know how to build successful Facebook groups by bringing powerful, intelligent, creative, talented people together and being of service to other people and providing outstanding content and helping people. So I'm an expert at that. I started an online school to teach actors the business of acting. I'm an expert at creating an online academy. We've done several $1 million now. In the last 4 years, we've had almost 4,000 students. So I'm an expert at building online schools, online businesses, Facebook groups, and YouTube channels. So what could I do? I could monetize that information. I know how to do it. I can write out my experience doing that and then sell it in some form of a course or book or seminars or whatever, which I will do at some point. But right now I'm too busy building it and I'm having fun actually like doing the work in these businesses. At some point I'll teach other people how to do these things. But those are things I'm an expert at. I'm also an expert at healing from relationships and becoming an independent, strong, financially independent, successful, powerful woman. And there's a lot of young women behind me who want to learn that. So I've got 5 things I'm an expert at that I can monetize and teach other people to do. Look in your life and figure out what you are an expert at. And then read a book called Digital Millionaire. Digital Millionaire. It'll teach you how to turn your knowledge into an online course or digital ebooks or workshops and ways you can monetize your knowledge. online education space is going to go up to $360 billion. So, they're predicting it just to continue to blow up. There will never be a shortage of online businesses and people seeking information. So monetize your knowledge. And also, rich people have 7 streams of income. 7. If you have one stream of income, which is like your job, what happens when you lose your job? Then where's your income come from? Everyone found that out during COVID because they only had one job. And then all of a sudden, restaurants and theaters and cruise ships and everything was sporting events, everything was shut down. Couldn't go anywhere. Nobody could make money if that was your only source of income. So never have one source of income. You got to have multiple sources of income. So start going on the YouTube and learn for free. What are multiple sources of income? Here's an idea. In my Facebook group, which is free, Talent Managers for Actors, you can use the little search icon and type in day jobs for actors. And it will come up with like 100 different job ideas actors can have that are flexible. So look into what you could monetize online for an online business. Look for home-based businesses and look at all the suggestions that actors can do, all those jobs actors can do that you never even thought of. It's amazing. Oh God, I love sharing information with you guys. Makes me so happy. Yes! I'm serious. It makes me freaking excited to teach you all these things. Let's see, and then the last thing, how to stay focused. Yeah. Set a plan for the day. Schedule your week. We had an actor come into HWC yesterday who's extremely successful. She's a host on lots of different television shows. When you watch TV shows like Dr. Phil or the news, and they have an expert come on and talk about relationships or lifestyle. Well, she's been on 100 shows like that. She's extremely successful in the lifestyle space, and she gets a lot of things done. So we asked her, how do you stay organized? Can you teach our actors that stuff? And she talked about having a schedule. She schedules her entire week. She schedules every hour of the day, like sleep from this to this, work out, eat this, call, make these phone calls, do this for my job, create content, record these interviews for these networks, whatever. Every day is scheduled, and she uses color coding for different types of things. She schedules every hour of every day of every week throughout the year. And that's how she stays focused, and that's how she gets so many things done and is able to handle multiple goals at the same time. All right, I'm going to go. I hope that was really helpful. If you guys are following my channel and you find it helpful and you find the things that I'm saying encouraging or positive, and you just want to be a close part of my family here at HWC, TMFA, and YouTube, then just hit that subscribe button and click the bell if you want to see when more videos are coming out. I love you dearly, and I want you to be successful. And just please realize I'm always, always, always on your side.